Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Gunjan from the School of Biotechnology, Gautam Buddha University, Greater Noida. Today we are going to discuss about a module chloroplast transformation in plant under the paper Plant Biotechnology and Crop Improvement. The learning objective of this module are: what do you understand by the term chloroplast transformation in plants? Introduction, evolution, and size of the genome. What are the characteristic feature of the genetic engineered chloroplast? What are the bases of chloroplastic transformation? The vector designing, which are helpful in the transformation which are helpful in the chloroplast transformation. Methods of chloroplast transformation. Advantages and disadvantages of chloroplast biotechnology, and what are the future of this chloroplast transformation. In the eukaryotic plant cell, if we see the structure, then we see that there are three major organelles, that is nucleus, mitochondria and the chloroplast, which have their own genome. The genome of the nucleus is different from the genome of mitochondria and the chloroplast. The chloroplast and mitochondria are believed to have evolved from the eukaryote, and they have show simpler mechanisms as compared to the nuclear genome. There are many proteins, that means in the chloroplast there are many proteins which are transcribed by the nuclear gene, and after that they will transport into this cell organelle. In the eukaryotic plant cell, if we see the structure, then we see that there are three major organelles, that is nucleus, mitochondria and the chloroplast, which have their own genome. The genome of the nucleus is different from the genome of mitochondria and the chloroplast. The chloroplast and mitochondria are believed to have evolved from the eukaryote, and they have show simpler mechanisms as compared to the nuclear genome. There are many proteins, that means in the chloroplast there are many proteins which are transcribed by the nuclear gene, and after that they will transport into this cell organelle. When we see the structure of the chloroplast, we know that chloroplast is in double membrane organelle, which having two membrane structure, outer membrane and the inner membrane. In between two membrane there is an intercellular space is present. Inside the intercellular membrane there is an stroma is present, which are the site of dark reaction. In the stroma part there are some lamellae are present, which are called as stroma lamellae, and on the stroma lamellae there are stacks of protein like structures are present, which are called as grana lamellae. These grana lamellae are the site of light reaction. This organelle, that is chloroplast, is the third major organelle in the plant system. That is, if we see the organelle in the plant, we found that nucleus, mitochondria and chloroplast are the major organelles which carry their own genome. Out of these three, nucleus genome is show their features resemble with the eukaryotic one, and whereas mitochondrial genome and chloroplastic genome show their resemblance with the prokaryotes. Chloroplast genome, if we see the structure of the chloroplast genome in the higher plant, we see that that 100 chloroplasts are present per leaf, and each chloroplast contain approximately 100 copies of chloroplastic genome. The chloroplastic genome is the circular double-stranded DNA molecule which is present in the stroma, and the molecular size is 120 to 160 kilo base pair. This DNA molecule contain 120 to 140 genes. It has been found that the proteins synthesized from the chloroplastic genome show resemblance with the prokaryotic organelle. We see the characteristic feature of the genetic engineered chloroplast, then we see that chloroplastic genome show transformation, or genetic engineering chloroplast show maternally inherited property. Multi-gene transfer can be easily conveniently carried out by this chloroplastic genome. Chloroplastic genome show high level of transgene expression, which is a very positive feature on the nuclear genome expression. This chloroplastic genome not associated with the gene silencing, which is the major problem in the nuclear genome transformation. Now these days, in the field of biotechnology, genetic engineering chloroplast, or we can say the chloroplastic transformation, are mainly used in the development of transgenics plant. In this genetic engineered chloroplast, only a single promoter can control the expression of the groups of gene, that is transgene. It is therefore possible to introduce desirable multiple genes which can be expressed under the control of single promoter. If we see the basic concept of the chloroplast transformation, then we see that there are different methods through which transformation of chloroplast takes place, out of which particle particle gun method is the most common method for the transformation of chloroplastic gene into the target cell. Here the chloroplastic DNA transfer into the target cell, where where in a specific medium it will screen. As a result of a screen, very selected explant will able to survive and regenerate into this selected medium. Additionally, as a result of this, proliferation of the shoot and rooting takes place, which help in which later on transform into the complete plant. And when we see the designing of the chloroplastic genome, we will see that it will construct at the two different level, that is construction for expression of a single gene and construction for expression of the multiple gene. In the construction for the expression of the single gene, there is an selectable marker AADA that provide resistance to the antibiotic streptomycin. Here, single foreign gene which carry desirable trait fused with the regulatory sequence which is present in between the promoter and the terminator region of the chloroplastic DNA help in the expression of the single gene. In the construction for the expression of multiple gene, there is an again selectively marker BADH gene is present, that is betaine aldehyde dehydrogenase gene is present. Here at the flanking region, promoter and terminator regions are present, and the foreign genes which carry our desirable trait are injected in the promoter and the terminator regions of the selectively marker, which is flanked by the DNA portion of the chloroplastic genome. Multiple transgenes are flanked by the terminator part of the DNA. Initial transformation vector carried out 16S ribosomal RNA gene with the point mutation. Confer means that show the affection with the streptomycin resistance. Here we see that recessive ribosomal RNA 16 marker gene, which is 100 folds less efficient than currently used AADA gene. This AADA genes encoded aminoglycoside 30 adenyl transferase enzyme. This is an enzyme that inactivate spectinomycin and streptomycin by the process of adenylation. If we see the structure of the vector DNA, then both the part which is called as flanking sequences carry different types of gene like as tRNL gene, RBCL gene, RPL32 gene, PET-A gene, RN16 tRNV genes towards the left hand side, tRNA, ACCD, tRNL, PSBJ, tRNV gene towards the right hand side. In between these flanking sequences, promoter regions are present towards the 5' end, and gene, and in between these promoter region we have to inject gene of interest. That means if we want to prepare herbicide resistant plant, we can transfer a gene show resistance to herbicide or insecticide, drought resistance or salt resistance, resistance to show phytoremediation property, show male sterility, vaccine development property, development of biomaterial or enzyme or amino acid property. In the process of chloroplastic transformation, which was successfully studied first of all in 1989 in the chloroplast of the hair plant against the spectinomycin resistant in tobacco, was found that there are different methods which are used in the process of chloroplastic transformation. Out of these different methods, particle gun method, polyethylene glycol tag method, micro injection methods are the main method which are used to introduce the foreign DNA into the nuclear genome. Method used for introducing this foreign gene into the nuclear genome are not useful for chloroplast information. Particle gun method is the most effective method which are mainly used for the method of transformation in the chloroplast. In the biologistic method, this is the most prominent and most important type of method which are used in the process of chloroplast transformation. The plastids vector DNA is coated with the specific particles, that is gold particles or high density tungsten metal particles, which having 0.6 to 1 micrometer diameter. These particles delivered through the cell wall and the membrane under the very high velocity, and finally it pierces the double membrane structure of the chloroplast. Finally, these DNA or this chloroplastic DNA enter into the required cell, and in this way it release their DNA into the required host cell. The another important method is PEG method, that is polyethyl glycol method. Again, this is a very important method. In this method, a specific type of enzyme is used to treat or to remove the cell wall of the plant. In this method, after the treatment, after the enzymatic treatment, the cell membrane of the plant cell remove. Finally, we isolate the protoplast. This protoplast fuse with the PEG medium. In this uh, uh, iso this protoplast, isolated protoplast induced with the PEG medium, which increase the permeability. That means it help in intake of the DNA. In this method, what we have done, that isolated protoplast submerged with the suspension medium which having which having PEG. This PEG make a complex with the protoplast, and finally it increase the permeability of the uptake of the DNA. Finally, till date the mechanism is still unknown, as this method is used by very as this method is used in few number of species, because this method, the approach of this method is very minimum. Mainly this method is only used for the isolation of the culture plant or from the regeneration of the protoplast. Once the chloroplastic genome transfer into the plant cell nucleus, the recombinant DNA so formed develop the characteristic feature which we require to develop the transgenics, and such plant so formed is called as transplastic plant. That means the regenerated plant derived from this modified plastome, that means chloroplastic genome. This transplastomic plant having foreign gene into the chloroplastic genome, which transfer into the nucleus genome, and finally the recombinant DNA so formed have the required trait through which we will develop the desired variety for the biotechnological experiments. In the process of chloroplast transformation, we see that the leaf is grown on a plate containing an antibiotic which ensure the surviving of the plant cell containing the gene for antibiotic resistance. The cells exposed to regenerated factors that induce sprouting in the shoots and finally grow into the complete plant, which show the proper expression of the desired protein. In the continuation of the chloroplast transformation method, modification takes place in trans chloroplast gene, which improve the photosynthetic capacity, enhance the crop productivity. This show resistance to herbicide, insects, and also helpful in encoding the important pharmaceutical proteins. The advantages of chloroplastic transformation are: this method is better able to express bacterial gene in the bacterial gene than the nuclear genome. Transgenics risks in this method are very low, being transmitted through the pollen to non-transgenics plant of the same species or to those of the related species. It means by this method we can easily transfer the genome through pollen to the non-transgenics plant of the same species or to the related species. High level of this method show high level of transgene expression. Again, there are many agronomical traits expressed through this plastid genomes. For example, through this method, we are used to develop herbicide resistance, insect resistance varieties in the plant, and also we develop drought tolerant, salt tolerant plant. The most common herbicide, which is glyphosate, which show a broad spectrum non-selective herbicide, which is an broad spectrum non-selective herbicide, and this herbicide inhibit the enzyme activity EPSPS, that is 5-enol pyruvyl Sikkim phosphate synthase enzyme, which is encoded by the nuclear gene, and this enzyme involved in biosynthesis of aromatic amino acid. By using the method of chloroplast transformation, we overcome the use of this herbicide so that we can promote the biosynthesis of this inhibiting enzyme, that is EPSPS. As a result of this, biosynthesis of aromatic enzyme production increases in the plant. Through this method, production of low-cost therapeutics proteins increases. It also reduces the risk of contamination from the hazardous human pathogens, and it is easy to store, or this method is convenient to store in the gene bank. The most important advantage of chloroplast transformation is it resolves the gene silencing problem both at transcriptional and the translational level. As we can say, the gene silencing problem through transgenic chloroplast is 0, which is very highly prominent in the nuclear transcriptation and translation process. The advantage of chloroplast biotechnology is production of high yield therapeutics protein. The first plant derived recombinant protein of pharmaceutical interest is human growth hormone, which was produced 25 years ago in the tobacco and in the sunflower. There are several bacterial antigens have been produced in the plant using chloroplast biotechnological transformation process. Again, the B subunit of chlorella toxin, that is CTB, was expressed in tobacco chloroplast from the disystronic construct carrying the AADA gene, and this CTBA regulate the 16S ribosomal RNA promoter. The role of transgenics chloroplast in insulin-like growth factor and in human serum albumin and human interferon alpha proteins. This chloroplast transformation method play an important role. This transgenics chloroplast increase the expression 500 times as compared to the nuclear expression. Insulin-like growth factor show therapeutic value. It mediate the growth of the muscles and the other tissue, help in the diagnosis of diabetes, and induce neuroprotection and promoting the bone healing. human serum albumin are widely used as intravenous protein, whereas human interferon alpha protein is used for the treatment for malignant carcinoid tumor disease and very effective in the reduction of the tumor size. It also inhibited the replication process of the viruses and cells proliferation and enhanced the immune response against the tumor in the human body. Now come to the disadvantages of this method is frequency of chloroplast transformation is very low if compared with the nuclear transformation. This is the major problem which are being faces with the maximum biotechnologists which are working in the field of plant biotechnology. The method of transgene transfer into the chloroplast again very limited. This method is quite expensive method. Therefore, this method is not used in almost all the laboratories. Only those laboratories which having good funding facilities can opt this chloroplast transformation method. It required regeneration from the protoplast. That means in this method we required protoplast, so that we use special types of enzyme which treated the plant cell to isolate the protoplast. Next, products of the transgenes ordinarily accumulate in the green parts only. It means after the chloroplastic transformation, the product so formed accumulated only in the green plant part. It will not able to store in the woody part or the root. That means if we are working on the medicinal plant which are important for medicinal point of view, then in this way this chloroplastic transformation give negative results. So students, let us summarize what we have learned in this module. In this module, we have learned the advancement technology which we are currently use in the field of agriculture biotechnology, and through this technology give the boost to improve the crop productivity. Chloroplast genome transformation offer a multiple advantages over the nuclear genome, such as gene silencing, variable gene expression due to the Mendelian law of inheritance. The plastid transformation has been successfully used for the production of therapeutics, different types of vaccines, antigen production, and the production of commercial enzyme, and for engineering the various agronomical traits including resistance to biotic and abiotic stresses variety. The future of the chloroplast transformation currently in the developing stage. The chloroplastic engineering, however, hold a great opportunity in the field of plant biotechnology, being this technology is efficient, clean and environmental friendly approach for the production of the transgenics plant. Thank you.